Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
Are you a real estate agent, realtor, investor, or are you in the real estate business and you need new listings and deals? We have a solution for you, and that solution has guaranteed results. How much would you pay to get face-to-face with a homeowner that wants to sell their home? What if you also got their email address and daytime phone number? And what if this homeowner also scheduled you to come to their door at a set time to meet with you? Sound too good to be true? It isn't. And it is 100% guaranteed for you to meet face-to-face with a real homeowner who really needs to sell their home. Not only will you get this remarkable contact system and its 100% guarantee, at no additional charge, you will get weekly coaching, documents, and training on how to get that homeowner and convert them into a new listing. When you purchase, you'll also get a one-on-one walkthrough so that you can start using the system today. Visit www.thelistingmonster.com. That's www.thelistingmonster.com. Or call Diana Ortiz at 213-706-0040. Stop wasting time the old way. Use a monster and get actual results today.
Making the world a better place by learning how to be good at marketing and all the dynamic things that you and I know about marketing. And I will give out my interest rates at throughout the show, but I just want to kind of like tell everybody, if you knew how to make the phone ring to get the highest quality lead for the cheapest price, the world would be a better place.
That's Fred Solomon, everyone. I had to record that. It was so beautiful. My name's Lee Honish. I just hit the recorder button while Fred was talking about that stuff, and that's what we're talking about today. Welcome to the free money hour, or maybe even the free half hour. I don't know. I'm trying it out. I don't know, you guys. Give feedback to Fred. He wants to hear from all of you who listen to the show. If you want a shorter show, longer show, whatever you want. But for the first 3 or 4 weeks, I'm going to try out different lengths of time to see what you guys are comfortable with. Because the truth is, when Fred really did the free money hour on radio for ABC, the truth of that was you really only did, hold on, I know the math on this, 10, 20, 30, 40, 46, 48 minutes, 46 minutes. It wasn't really technically an hour.
Yeah, because of the commercial breaks, that's right. For sure. Yep.
I'm the only one who actually knows that math, as I tried to figure out syndication one time. So you're making like 12.5-minute segments, and then you chop them up and send them all over the country. It's hard to stay on a clock.
Well, they give you a 1 minute, a 2-minute warning, and you got to finish up your concept that you have in your brain and make it, sound nice and give them a hook to come back to the radio show after the break. And you don't want to lose your audience when you go to break. That's the key to radio promoting and marketing and stuff like that.
Well, and that's the brilliant part of today's show. You gave them the teaser at the top, plus the rates. This is kind of the commercial break happening right now. It's much better. You could have, I've been on the radio with you before. Fred talks during the commercials. We chit-chat. It's the same thing, kind of, in a weird way. So we'll insert a commercial here. Fred, how can everybody contact you?
I can be reached at 714-403-7334. That's my business cell phone, and I'm a mortgage and real estate guy. I've been in the business for, 27 years now, and you have to have passion for what you do, and I'm not a doctor. I don't save people's lives, but I do the next best thing is I save them money and I save their homes from foreclosure. Thanks to your monster marketing platform.
Oh, well, thank you. That's the commercial you shamelessly hear at the top of the show. That's the production value of the show.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to say, what's the monster? It's exactly what it says on the commercial. There you go. That's the only time you'll hear me usually talk about it, because this is about Fred and hiring Fred to help you guys out. No matter where you are in the country, give Fred a call or send him an email. So as you talked about previously, you want to talk about low cost, no cost, basically guerrilla marketing to make the world a better place.
Yeah, well, I really think that, and you've been doing your events for how long, Lee? I mean, 10, 12 years.
10 years now.
And the number one problem that people have is making their telephone ring. I mean, it's a challenge for every business in this world. And I, thanks to people like you and picking your brains and being a sponge, just picking your brain and learning from people who are better than you at what you are trying to accomplish, I can honestly tell you that I spent millions of dollars in marketing. Millions. And I can honestly tell you that I know what doesn't work. I can tell you, unequivocally tell you.
That's a funny statement, but it's really true. That's a really true statement.
I know exactly what doesn't work. But what I've been trying to do is master what does work. And it takes trial and error. And if there was someone that could come to you and knock on your door and say, "Hello, Lee, I'm Fred. I'm going to show you how to do some marketing today. But the marketing that I'm going to show you is I've spent millions of dollars. I've figured out what doesn't work. Now I'm going to show you what does work. Now, and I'm going to tell you that information for free. Like Larry from Sit and Sleep. Your mattress is free. And I'm going to tell you how to market yourself to get the highest quality lead for the lowest price, or the cheapest dollar cost per lead. How can you do that? And we all have our different things that we try, and marketing is uncomfortable for a lot of people, and you got to be comfortable in your own skin to be able to be good at it. And you got to be willing to try different things, because if you don't, you're never going to fail. And if you don't fail at your marketing, then you're never going to get better at it. In order to be a successful professional athlete, you got to have some failure, because that failure that's where you're going to pull from in order to be successful the next time out, so you don't repeat what you failed at the first time. And we all know the definition of insanity, doing it over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, I want people to succeed. I want the world to succeed. I know that sounds like godly or whatever, but I really think the world would be a much safer place, a much better place, if people knew how to make their phone ring and be able to be successful at turning those phone calls into, closed sales. And, at your events, Lee, I always say, if let's say you're a terrible salesperson, you suck. You suck at selling. You suck. But if you're good at marketing, then as a salesperson that you don't have to worry and slam a product down someone's throat, because if you're good at marketing that you have another phone call coming. You don't know when that next marketing phone call is coming, but it's coming. So you can do a softer sell. You don't have to slam a product down someone's throat. And then I say, if you're good at marketing and you're an average salesperson, you can make 6 figures, no problem. I don't care where you are, what part of the country. Well, I don't want to be, totally ignorant and say that you can do it anywhere, but let's just say 6 figures is not unrealistic. And then I tell people, if you're good at marketing and you're a good salesperson, I tell people, walk outside, look up in the sky, and the sky's the limit for you. How much money do you want to make? How much time do you want to spend away from your family? Because you can make yourself totally, and just like a total workaholic and never spend time with your family. So let's talk about some of those things that you and I both know so well, Lee, of how to make your phone ring for the least amount of money. Well,
okay, that's a fair statement. I would say, from my background, I'll qualify for the group. I have been doing aggressive marketing now for the last 7 years. I don't think my background in real estate qualified me for the amount of marketing I've done over the last 7 years, but I have been a realtor, so I've door knocked, cold called, and mailed. Over the last 7 years, I created marketing, but during that time span, I consumed probably, and this is just a rough guess, close to 400 or 500 books on the subject of marketing. And the two books that really changed me, the first I would recommend to anybody is Guerrilla Marketing, and the second is Permission-Based Marketing by a man I'd like to call mentor and friend, Seth Godin. And permission marketing was the concept of, I want the other person to invite me. And it was that idea coupled with guerrilla marketing, which is free or no-cost marketing, that led me to, how do I get the homeowner to invite me for a invitation? Now, I'm going to back up one more step before that qualification for everybody listening, which is branding. And I want to ask you about yours, Fred. You're branded as a very nice and approachable guy, and you're very knowledgeable. I think branding and if we look at ourselves like product, it's really important to discuss this. You as a product, you put out that you are secretly behind the scenes. You could be kicking dogs and robbing old lady for money. You're not. You're congruent to your statement. But from a branding and product standpoint, you have to be dialed in. You have to at least be competent. I'm not even saying you have to be the best. You just have to be competent. But you have to put out who you are and what you are. I'm a big. I'll say it again. Tony Robbins, for all of you who are listening, right? Congruency is the key to success. I'd like to ask you first about your branding, Fred.
Well, I do my branding with my email marketing. I do my branding with my radio show, and I do my branding on social media with podcasts like this, and it's a really, really soft sell. I'll give out the interest rates during the podcast, but really my number one focus, and I know this sounds different to a lot of people, but I really care about making the world a better place. So if someone would tell me what I am telling you, I would be sitting there like a slobbering dog, with slobbing, the stuff that falls from your mouth, saliva falling from your mouth on both sides. Those dogs that slobber a lot. And I would sit there and I would be taking a notepad and I would seriously write down everything that we are going to say on this call today, on this podcast, because you are going to get some incredible information. And I want to get into it really fast, but my branding is, I would say, speaking at real estate offices, my branding is my real estate show. My branding are my networking events. My branding is my swap meet that I do, on Thursday nights in downtown Palm Springs. My branding is my radio show. I think I already mentioned that. Those are the things that I do to brand me and my name and my social media.
But it's very congruent with you. You are what you say you are. I mean, for people who hear you, I wonder if people often think, is Fred as nice as he actually appears to be? Fred is exactly what he appears to be.
I don't have...
You don't seem to have a problem letting people inside to who you are. And that's tough. I mean, I've met a lot of people in real estate that come off very plastic and very fake.
I don't have a fake bone in my body. In fact, when I see those commercials on television where they have, we talked about this last week, and they have a little doggy in their purse, and they're from wealthy areas, and then they're saying, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And then next thing you know, they walk away from each other, and you can see the television commercial shows what they're thinking without them even saying one word. Like, you just want to slap them. And I hate fake people. I hate people who aren't down to earth.